Welcome to my Let's Play of Spelunky. This is episode 18, and I'm Psychedelic Eyeball. Alongside with me for this one episode is Smite.
With my bowels ready to blow.
Yeah. I don't know, but suddenly the game has really strange intro text. I can't explain why. So yeah, the good news is we only have one character left to unlock, and the other good news, we're gonna play as the best vampire hunter of them all, which is Abraham Lincoln. So yeah, back into the lobby we can see that there's now a new addition. Because we've beaten hell, now the arch that leads to the cave now has this red gem inside of it. The yellow or gold gems that were on the sides of the arch appear whenever you first beat Olmec. So anyway, we're starting the run right away, and this is the part of the Let's Play where I will start taking on challenges in order to make the game a little bit harder and in order to see some of the weird ways that you can play this game if you have the time and patience to do so. So, for this one update, I'm gonna be doing a ball and chain run. So, have you played a little bit having a ball and chain around you, Smite?
I only got it one time, and I didn't know you could pick it up, and that made it quite impossible to win.
Oh, yeah, if you don't know that you can pick it up, you're pretty much assured to go nowhere because you have the poorest of mobility out there.
That was back when I was trying to beat Olmec, and I had a jetpack. It was like the best run ever, and then I got to the ice, and I fell into the abyss because I just sank.
Yeah, all thanks to the ball and chain. That's pretty much the best way in order to get yourself killed in the bottomless pit. So either way, the general plan for a ball and chain run is that it pretty much goes into two distinct phases. The first one is we go around the entire levels and we make sure to get as much money and as much items as possible because we need to prepare ourselves for the moment where our mobility will be complete shit.
Nice spawn box.
Yeah, I kind of was lucky to get there because honestly this is one of the things that you'll want in such a playthrough. Lots of bombs. Either that or a jetpack. And yeah, I keep forgetting in this one playthrough that I don't have bomb paste. For some reason, either that or I was clinging on the wall by accident and therefore instead of dropping the bomb at my feet I was throwing it at the wall with all of my strength. And the other thing that we're probably gonna want to do is to give at least to Callie one sacrifice. And now we got the Pitcher's Mitt, which is kind of a gamble in such a run because you will see a little bit later what the Pitcher Mitt does whenever the ball and chain is involved.
So you're at 0 right now? How much happiness do you lose when you put this thing up?
I think when you sacrifice a damsel, you get +8, and whenever you blow it up, you get -16. And I know that you need to blow at least 2 altars and make it so that whenever you'll blow the second altar, she'll be very angry with you. And by the time I'll be done blowing up another altar, we'll have our ball and chain. Honestly, this is kind of the big problem with this run, finding 2 altars to nuke in one single playthrough. Right now, I kind of have to spend my bombs, and holy shit, I keep forgetting that I cling to the walls because of the climbing glove. But the thing is, with a ball and chain run, the climbing glove is kind of an essential item because you lose a lot of your jumping power whenever you have the ball and chain in your arms, and therefore you need it in order to do some jumps that normally will be trivial to do.
How long did it take you to get a good one of these?
It can take quite a while, and honestly, it's like, when I first started to do the recording for these runs, the first run that I had was almost perfect until I failed at the Olmec boss fight, and after that I spent close to an hour or an hour and a half without even having a good stab at it, and we're talking about playthroughs like where I got the ball and chain only in the ice caves, and all of the sort of things that really would have made this video pretty boring, because right now we're just seeing a normal playthrough. It's only gonna start going into the proper matter whenever we'll have nuke our second altar, and speak of the devil, here it is.
I'm a little sad that you picked up paste. I wanted to see more of that.
Oh, but don't worry, there's still room of plenty of stupidity to happen. Yeah, right now I'm kind of forced to undergo through a siege at the shop. The spiders are never gonna get me here! Okay, or maybe this one. Okay, here we go. So, one of the other items that you'll want into such a... Yeah, this is what I talk whenever I say that the pitching mitt kinda fucks up the ball and chain really bad. Because normally the item keeps flying until it hits a wall, but it's trying to drag you along, but it doesn't move along. But the ball and chain doesn't move you alongside with it, so it's like, if you want to, you can pretty much become free of your ball and chain by throwing it, but you do so at your own risk and perils, because then all of the game becomes really unpredictable. It's kind of a wild card. Sometimes it helps, and some other times it's a complete nuisance.
I think this would be a lot more fun if you could throw yourself that far with that.
Oh, I would have loved that. That was pretty much one of the things I was hoping for whenever I first got a ball and chain in a pitching mitt.
Speedrun ball and chain tossing. I got to get to the exit.
Yeah, you better get used to that, because we're gonna see this until the rest of this one video, because, of course, the other rule that I'm imposing myself for this one playthrough is I'm not allowed to lose my ball and chain. Because otherwise that will be way too easy. Yeah, it's like everything just requires a tremendous amount of effort, but at least I have a cape, and I think for that one particular run it may even be more useful than the jetpack, because then you pretty much nullify spikes this way, which otherwise will be a gigantic pain, because it's not as if you can do running jumps well with that thing around your feet.
Yeah, I tried to see if the jetpack was stronger than that, and it wasn't.
Nope, nothing is strong enough, not even the absence of physics or whatever. If you try to use a teleporter when you have your ball and chain, you cannot teleport away or bring your ball through another dimension alongside with you in order to go faster.
Do you keep this if you make her happy? Like if there's another altar and you drop 20 happiness on it?
I think if you somehow manage to make her happy after all of that, I think after that, well, you either are very lucky or you're kinda cheating, because I'm not too sure that you can manage to undo all of the wrongs that you did to Callie after that, because you'd pretty much need to sacrifice at least 4 damsels in order to undo all of the damage that you've done, and yeah, you're gonna have to do this into another level, because by then the altars that you will have used in order to make this happen will be nuked, and who knows if you'll even see any more altars in the game to begin with.
So you need at least 5.
Yeah, at least that in order to get at least back to the point where you'll get an item. So most of the time, until this one playthrough, you just kind of play it really patiently. You just wait, for instance, for enemies to kill themselves on the trap so that you don't have to deal with them. And finally, for jumps like that, you either use bombs, although in that one instance it's kind of tricky because I have the pitching mitt, so yeah, I might as well just cheat on the system. Yep, I can fly because the game allowed me to do so.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I really love this glitch so much. It's not always useful, but whenever it works, it's really, really useful. Yeah, honestly, as long as you have no items, well, the jungle is still probably the easiest part. The hardest section will either be the ice caves if you don't have a compass, or the temple, because then there's so many items or traps or whatever that can end up killing you instantly, or making it so that it will require you a certain speed to evade them, but you won't be fast enough to deal with them. We're probably going to see that a little bit later.
I'm looking forward to Olmec. I don't know how you could do that with this.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty easy as long as you have a whole lot of bombs. Honestly, the fight pretty much ends up going the same way that you'd expect.
Can he crush it?
Yeah, he can crush a ball, but of course I'm not doing that, because I'm gonna claim my treasure with my ball and chain around my feet. Because otherwise it's not gonna be a true ball and chain run.
That's right, this is a prize, not a punishment.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, right now I'm trying to launch myself into the shop, but it didn't really work too well. Yeah, it's kind of a shame that I don't have spike shoes here, because holy shit, they will be really useful. But I guess I could also nuke the mammoths, but for some reason I was too lazy. And yeah, after the moment that you get your ball and chain, you pretty much use all of your remaining money as bonuses, either to get item or to get kisses, because trying to save damsels whenever you'll have that around, well, think again before you do that. And I'm kind of going to show a little bit later what can happen when you try to rescue damsels with this. It's a terrible idea. Oh yeah, also here, the thought didn't even occur to me that I could have finished this level a whole lot faster by using the ball and chain glitch in order to go through the statue, but nah, instead I just decided to play it straight just because I wanted to try and have a shot at rescuing the damsel, but I was a little bit too slow. Hey, but at least money! Who needs love whenever you can buy kisses at the store? Oh, now I'm so lonely.
12,000 each.
Yeah, at this point of the game, the money is starting to be worth a whole lot of gold.
That's the price of love.
Yeah. $12,000. Yeah, also the big obstacle that you have here in the ice caves, if you don't have the spike shoes, walking on ice will make you tremendously slow for some reason, because for some reason, I think carrying the ball makes you move at a fixed velocity, and for some reason you cannot accelerate while you have that. So since you do need to accelerate a little bit before you can start walking, then the acceleration never occurs, so you're pretty much condemned at going to the slowest speed possible.
Yeah, I see it now that you brought it up. I didn't even notice.
Yeah, I noticed it quite a bunch in every single one of those runs where I didn't have the spike shoes. They're so useful. But hey, at least there's absolutely no danger of you slipping away out of control in such a way that you cannot possibly dodge whatever you want.
Hey, there's your chance to get happy.
I think I'm gonna pass. Right now, I've done so much damage that there's no way I'm ever gonna patch it up. And yeah, you're also gonna be careful of the lava pits, because these will also destroy your ball and chain, so we need to be careful in making it so that we keep it. And of course Anubis is going to be a problem because, well, at least his projectiles are about as fast as I am, which is kind of a blessing, but still, you don't want him around. But hey, at least I did not have to deal with the most hazardous of the obstacles into the temple, which is the crush traps. They've destroyed so many of my successful attempts that went all the way to the temple. I'm pretty sure that if I took all of my runs that ended all the way there, about half of them will be all pretty much destroyed by this. Either that or by Olmec.
Destroyed your ball or you?
Well, either of them. Because there were times where they destroyed my ball, and other times where I pretty much died immediately after.
I've had them break my scepter too many times. It's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah. They break so much of your stuff. They're pretty much the biggest nuisance of the world. But hey, at least the cool stuff with the ball and chains that you can trigger traps.
Yeah.
So that way I do not need to send my poor puppy all the way down in order to trigger everything. And finally I have a shit ton of bombs, so might as well use them all instead of having to brave those two crush traps, which are all the way over there.
Scorpion Fly didn't know what hit it.
Yeah, I didn't even know that I will even be able to do it. Normally I'm just too focused on trying to make it so that I will not kill myself by having my own ball and chain fall on me, which is yet another thing that happens way too often.
Will this block arrow shots? Like if that you jumped right now?
No it doesn't. Because, come on, if it helps you, then there will be absolutely no penalty for having that around.
Oh man, Callie's still giving you a chance for redemption.
I don't think you can sacrifice those crocodile people, because they either jump around like that, or they simply are telefrag and they cannot possibly exist anymore. So here we go, it's the moment of truth.
Yeah.
We now have to fight Olmec with a ball and chain, so how are we going to do it? Well, first of all, we gotta do the thing which is rightful and make it so that we squish this guy. And finally, we're gonna go hunting for boxes. After all, we have all of the climbing glove and ropes that we need in order to go up there, so might as well see if we can get some more additional bombs, which definitely will help us against Olmec.
When you're jumping on the walls with the ball and chain, it reminds me of the Tofu Boy runs.
Yeah, it kinda is, but at least I can defend myself, and I'm not as pathetic as he is, because at least I can get things done. Okay, at least I was just going to say, at least I'm getting bombs, but I think I'm getting snails into jars as well. Honestly, I don't even know why I'm bothering with the money right now, because it's definitely the last thing that I need. Okay, I figure at this point I have all of the bombs in the world that I need in order to be able to cheese the Olmec fight really easy. So that's pretty much what we're gonna do. We're just gonna lure Olmec to a place where he's not going to... Yeah, right now he's all the way over there, we're not gonna be disturbed, so we're just gonna be here really peacefully, and we're just gonna dig a big old pit for him to jump in. That's pretty much the big advantage of this boss fight, the fact that no matter where, if you're too far away from him, then he doesn't even try to attack you, so he's completely oblivious to the huge trap that we're preparing him right now.
It's bad eyesight.
Yeah. Then again, I'm not even sure how that thing is even supposed to live. It doesn't even look like a living creature or something, just like a huge statue of gold or something. Alright, I think we should be about ready. Yeah, that's about it for the pit, so now it's time to bring in the main guest of the event. At this point, I just want to avoid having him spawn any enemies over, so yeah, that's how we're gonna do it. Here we go, no enemies spawn, and the coast is clear. Yeah, at this point, having all of the stuff that I did really made this playthrough trivial. Alright, let's go to the exit really fast!
Oh, did they melt it? Oh, okay.
No, it doesn't. That's your price of victory, alright? Run, Abraham Lincoln! You need to get all of the gold! Honestly, the moment that I saw that, I just bursted out laughing out loud.
And
just
man,
looks so goofy. Yeah. Not only I did chop off a whole lot of trees, but I also... wait, no, he didn't chop any trees, but... Well, at least he's walking around collecting gold with a ball and chain. I figure at this point the soundtrack is just going to get bored at any second, but... Yeah, right now you're noticing that there's a little problem. Because of how long it took in order to get there, there's no more bridge for us to stand on, so... Yeah, at this point, what the hell is even going to happen?
Throw it.
Congratulations! Here's your gold. Nope, never mind. And unfortunately, it cuts down to this. I really was disappointed when it happened. I honestly was expecting that your guy will just run in the lava pit and there'd be absolutely nothing to stop him, and that will be how the playthrough ended. Honestly, I think the developers missed out on a huge chance of being a dickhead to the player.
14 minutes felt longer.
Well, it was a slow motion playthrough after all.
Felt like
and
that
you will
long
be
just on
remembered
the
as a
final scene.
hero, and yeah, unfortunately we don't carry our ball and chain over whenever we do our triumphant camel ride.
That'd be animal abuse.
Well, we could always have the caveman carry it over. So that's it for this main playthrough, but it's time to check out what happened into past lives that our Spelunker had while trying to do this. So first of all, we're just gonna start with annoying stuff that happened here. Some people have complained that I'm way too brutal with my damsels, and this one clip right here, I will beg to differ. See, I'm perfectly reasonable whenever it comes to treating my damsels. Also, you always gotta be careful whenever you deal with those spiders, with those boxes, because it doesn't really work out too well. And finally, here's me being stupid. You know, I have a pickaxe. I could just dig through that bottom wall here. No, I better be really creative. I'm just gonna use this one caveman here in order to dig the way through. That plan was absolutely flawless. Okay, so... Oh yeah. Now that one part here was kind of bullshit. I was trying to jump onto that one frog, but... Yeah, I'm just gonna have this one replay here. Yeah, it died like a frame before I even landed on the frog. And some more bullshit, yeah. How the hell did I die from spikes like I was? Yeah, I don't understand this neither. Doesn't make any sense. And here there's nothing too fancy about this one. Never disturb the idol is the word of the day. So, yeah, right here we're gonna talk about the big problems that I had with doing the ball and chain run. For instance, I only had one halter destroyed, I only have one bomb, and the mystery gift gives me a shotgun, which normally will be a thing that you'd rejoice for, but right now I need bombs because I needed the bombs in order to go to the haunted castle, which always have an altar that you can use to blow up or sacrifice things on, but... yeah, I couldn't go there, and as you probably will think, I didn't see a single idol after that in the entire playthrough.
Oh my.
Yeah, so right here you can see my human misery being summed up into moving pictures.
Man, the snow really takes up the screen more than it does when it's sped up like that.
What are you talking about? This is not sped up. That's how the game is supposed to be played.
No wonder this game's so hard.
Yeah. I mean, I needed so much hours of playthrough in order to finally be used to the game speed. And yeah, it went all the way to Olmec. I was like, nah, I need to finish him just in order to have a successful playthrough. Nah, I just died 1 inch away from victory. And some more pages of bullshit of trying to pull this off. Yeah, see where the altar is? Yeah, the only way that I'm going to get through there is to bomb through the shop, so I have no choice but to put the shopkeepers against me. And in a run like this is a terrible idea because you know how hard it is normally to deal with shopkeepers. Now think about doing this with a ball and chain.
It's just like any other thing when you throw it, 1 damage, right?
Yep, it deals 1 damage. In fact, you're going to see it right here. This is kind of the everyday troubles that you're gonna have whenever you have a ball and chain. Now, I'm trying to save the puppy, so... okay, oh, god damn it, I dropped the ball way too fast, so... okay, I figure I'm just gonna let it rest here for the... yeah, there's absolutely no way to win with that frickin' ball around your body. I'm pretty sure that I ended up dealing 3 damage to both me and the puppy. And yeah, once again, some more tales of my stupidity. And when I'm saying that you should not be greedy whenever it comes down to this is one of those tales. Or, in my one instance, it will be more, hey, you know, you have bombs, you should use them. But instead I was like, no, I need to use my ball and chain in order to destroy the landscape. And yeah, that's the kind of thing that you get. By trying to gain 1 point of health, you lose 4. Hey, but at least I managed to land my throw really, really well. I'm really surprised. Oops, okay. It's not over yet because we still need to get this jerk out of the way. Okay, at least we didn't lose everything.
You are mean to your damsels.
And yeah, right here I just got smacked in the face by my ball and chain, which just got knocked over by the explosion. And here, yeah, trying to time out your, doing jumping throws with your thing is also really hard. Yeah, once again, this is another one of those things that can happen to you. You think that you managed to dodge the ball, but no. Rebounds can pretty much shape everything against you, but yeah, like I showcased, at least the ball and chain can be really handy, and if you combine it with a pickaxe, sometimes you can manage to set off some pretty interesting speed going on. And another way that you can use in order to speed yourself is to throw your ball all the way down. Even when you have nothing to float or anything, for some reason whenever you're gonna be landing, you're going to break your fall altogether. So into instances like this, I'm just gonna drop way farther than normally I would be able to without any damage. But you have to be careful, because if you fuck it up, then it doesn't really work too well.
It's too bad that it doesn't break the tile it lands on.
Yeah, and some more terrifying encounters you can have with your ball and chain. That one guy really is a pain, and yeah, if you're just knock around like that with your ball and chain, they can be really threatening. But hey, at least having everything. Okay, now this is the one thing that pretty much made me go, well, whenever I will do those runs, if I had the chance to get spectacles, I will get them, because holy shit, dark levels with a ball and chain can go to hell.
It's always bees, too.
Oh yeah, because also the 2 times that I had a dark level with a ball and chain in the jungle, there was bees, and you can be sure that this is what's going to end up wrecking me, because okay, I guess there's absolutely nothing. Oh no, it's full of bees! You better get out of here, bees! It's not even as if I could run away, because my stupid ball and chain was all the way toward where the bees was. So the big problem with the ball and chain is that you're way too slow, and I'm going to show how everything can end up fucking you over. Yeah. Right now I'm trying to save the puppy, but if something bad happens, it's not as if I have the time to walk away.
Jetpack.
Yeah, if only I had that too. Yeah, once again, I'm a little bit too slow in order to dodge any of this. And an ancient mummy, it's gotten its revenge on humanity. So yeah, remember that shopkeeper I pissed off earlier? That was how the story ended. At this point, with only 1 bomb and a couple of rope, there was absolutely nothing I could do in order to dodge him or anything like that. Not with the speed that I have. So right here, let's have a look at some of the runs that pretty much aborted because I crushed my ball and chain a little bit too early. Yeah, I didn't even do it on purpose. That's kind of the thing, however. And of course, I had a huge box of bomb. Yeah. The entire world can just explode right now. Also, what do they mean I couldn't get away in time? That was what I wanted all along. Yeah, also... Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of how you gain and lose your ball and chain in the span of only 2 seconds.
That was pretty good. You did that on purpose, right?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
I have no clue how the fuck I ended up surviving that.
Under normal circumstance, I'd be very happy.
Yeah. And right here, that was pretty much my first attempt at recording this, and I kind of was pissed. Yeah, I didn't throw it far away enough in order for the ball and chain to dodge Olmec, so yeah, normally I went on with the rest of the fight, and you can be sure that, well, considering that the playthrough did not have any more consequences, I had to win. So that was only a very temporary victory while I went on in order to finally do what needed to be done. So, I guess that'll be it for this one playthrough. We've successfully managed to get a ball and chain and go all the way in order to claim the big prize.
Priceless artifact from Cali.
Yeah. I just wish that our big reward was just going to be a giant ball and chain. So that'll be it for this one update. So thank you, Smite, for sitting alongside with me for this one update.
Yeah, anytime. That was fun.
Yeah, so coming up next, let's be a spelunker and a pacifist.